I think it's a good sign if this is most people's favorite.
This is a new and different experience.
The more you know who you are and what you want, the less you let things upset you.
Oh, look at the face.
Hey, Harry.
Hey, how goes it?
Good. Short little run along the beach in Malibu to start what is going to be a pretty active day. While I'm down in Malibu, I thought I'd check out my buddy Andrew's art show. You know Andrew from the Airstream. Dude.
What's up?
No art patrons at 10 o'clock in the morning.
It's not even open yet.
Oh, it's not?
No, the lady.
Is it in here?
Yeah, it's right there. The lady's
really?
late.
This was Kitson, right?
That's cool.
So I was leaving and Andrew texted me and said it's open now, so I ran back. Check it out, first one's in the morning. Tell me about your art, dude. What does struck here mean?
Well, it actually came from cycling. Some of your audience might know that if somebody gets hit on the road by a car and passes away, they put like one of those ghost bikes up, you know, like the white bikes.
Right.
And sometimes they have a little sign attached to them that says struck here, and I kind of, you know, you see these in the area occasionally.
Right.
So I got interested with the idea of like, you know, how everything can change in that one second. And so it could be inspiration, it could be, you know, whatever it is, but you're struck at that moment. The USDA art, as you know, because it's usually in your house, you know, I have a 10-year history working with the USDA. I got a little bit disillusioned of what organic was supposed to be and what it is now because of all like the corporate interests and lobbying money and power. And so, yeah, this series is based off of that. Everyone has their favorite. This, I think it's a good sign if this is most people's favorite.
Yeah.
Andrew Pasquella, boom, flash it up.
Everybody buys your art.
All right, man.
Sell out, take it
cool.
easy.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yep. I'm at Playboy, about to do a radio show. This is a new and different experience. It should be interesting. Where do I sit? I sit here?
I want you there.
You here on the couch? Let Playboy Radio begin.
Yeah.
Was it all right?
Oh no, that was fantastic.
All right.
I can say my thing all day long, but I'm not an ultra runner, especially men hearing it, that they can be such an elite athlete.
You listened in, was it all right?
It was.
All right, good.
Hard to lie.
Yeah, it's super fun. It's weird to come to Playboy and then talk about like being vegan. You know?
Well, because you know the show is Sexy Beast, which is under the Playboy umbrella where we want to be, and if we want to be the sexiest versions of ourselves, we have to start unlearning what we've been brainwashed into learning. Because if we want to be super sexy, like we are, you have to start adopting a more plant-based lifestyle.
I would have never guessed in a million years that when I first started this journey, training for Ultraman, going vegan, that one day I would be doing media at Playboy. It's just so bizarre. Yeah, Trapper, you drive. You want to vlog this? So we're out here in Malibu Creek State Park shooting some running stuff for a video project that we're working on. This is kind of like one of my backyard trails, one of my go-tos where I do a lot of training. Pretty extraordinary. Look at these mountains, valleys. There are just hundreds of square miles back here you can explore and run to your heart's content. Incredibly beautiful, picturesque landscape to get some pretty epic running shots, work with the drone and the Ronin, which is like this gimbal contraption. We're shooting some slow-mo stuff. It's super cool. drone shooting is exhausting. This is more exhausting than just training. It's incredible that I have access to this literally just down the street from where I live. It's like training paradise. And it's kind of a little known secret in Los Angeles. Not that many people even know that it's here. There's rarely anybody out here, just a few people on a daily basis that I see. Tons of deer and coyotes and wildlife, and it's really pristine and beautiful. Good job.
Good job. Really neat to be here.
Sweet.
Yeah. Way to go.
Awesome.
Way to go. Loved it.
In 1998, things were looking pretty bleak for me. It was the height of my drinking and my drug addiction. And at that time, there were essentially 3 paths for my life. It was either going to be jail, an institution, or death. And by some miracle, I found my way to sobriety. And today I live this incredible life, a life that is so full and so rich. Essentially, I have this gift of being able to get up every day and do something I love, whether it's shooting a video like we were doing today, meeting somebody and having a conversation for the podcast, traveling to do a speaking engagement, working on a book, or any number of other creative endeavors. And I try really hard to not lose sight of not only how lucky I am, but how grateful I am to be able to do these things, to live this life that I have. But behind all of it, it's also important to understand that I did work really hard for it. The life that I enjoy today is a result of seeds that I planted as far back as 1998 when I got sober, when I left corporate law firm life in the early 2000s, a series of so many decisions that I've made over the last 18 years that have led to this point. And along the way, there was doubt, there was suffering, there was trauma, there was tremendous difficulty, there was dismantling, there were financial problems. And so that's why I think at times it can be very easy or very cavalier to tell somebody, quit your job, chase your passion. It's not always that simple. You have to really ask yourself, how many obstacles are you willing to endure? Are you in it for the long haul? Because it's not going to be easy. Nothing good and valuable in life comes easy. And that's why I call it the warrior's path. But if you have the courage, if you have the tenacity, if you have the willingness to weather the long journey ahead, then I simply can't think of anything more gratifying or meaningful to embark upon. If you begin to express something that you're passionate about in your life, or something that has deep personal meaning, and begin to cultivate and bring that to life, that simple act alone will catalyze a journey for you. And if you begin to follow those threads, I can assure you that the path that lies ahead is paved with a lining of personal satisfaction and meaning. And to me, that's the prize.